This past week, the Most High has upheld me and protected me and strengthened me like nothing else, like no other. I have been fasting, and it's not my first one. I fast when I feel that I need to get my body back in check, or if I'm praying for a certain thing as the Most High leads. And this time it's been 7 days, liquids only. And I'm about to break it tomorrow. So today I've prepared myself a break fast soup, which I made a vegetable soup. I've made many, many times. And, the vegetables that you will see, well, I say vegetables because it tastes like vegetables, but a lot of them are fruits, like the tomato and the squash. But I also have celery and bell pepper, which is also technically a fruit, but I'm not going to get caught up in the minute details. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know how I made it. It's definitely something that you got to be careful breaking a fast after so many days only taking in liquids. Five of the 7 days, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I've only had water and coconut water. And then Saturday and Sunday, because it was the weekend, and initially I was going to do a 5-day fast, but then I went ahead for 7 days because 7 is completion, and I'm asking Abiyah to complete something for me. So I changed it, but those last 2 days I still only did liquid, but I was also feeling pretty depleted of energy, and I wanted to add some calories, so I did have some mint tea, peppermint tea, and spearmint tea with some honey in it, just to pick myself back up. So that's what I had yesterday and also today. And then I'm about to have some chamomile tea that my aunt gave me with some honey as well before I go to bed. For me, I only eat in the evenings anyway. I do intermittent fasting. So I'm really not going to be ending this fast until tomorrow after 6 p.m. because that's the time I would normally eat. So I've got my soup simmering, and I'm going to let it just, heat up and let the flavors marry, and then I'm going to put it in the refrigerator. I'm not even tasting it today because I'm going to just save that for tomorrow. But it's what I plan to eat for the rest of this week because I want to have, something healthy to eat where I'm not loading myself back up with carbs and sugars. I'm really trying to avoid those as well so I can continue to maintain it, because even on the intermittent fasting, I've been doing it for years, and even with that, I know that the way that I maintain my weight, it has not been working as well for me, and I think it is because the level of carbs that I've been taking in, not because I'm eating a bunch of junk food like in bread and pizza and candies, even though sometimes I will have some chocolate candies. That is just the truth. But the main thing that I was eating that was the carbs was the plantain chips. Your girl was addicted to some plantain chips. I love plantain chips. But I noticed how bloated my stomach was starting to get. And I was like, what the heck? What's going on? And I tried to eliminate other stuff. It wasn't those other stuff. It was the plantain chips. So I had to let that go. But anyway, I know I'm shiny as heck. I'm sitting in the car because this is my quiet place in the house. And the car is in the garage, and the garage is hot. And so I'm hot, and so I'm shiny. So thanks for hanging with me. Check out how I made my soup. I really hope you like it. Please, I am not a chef. I am not a chef. I am not a chef. I am a woman who has learned to cook over the years, being taught different things, like from family members, from my mom, from my dad, watching stuff on TV, looking at things on YouTube. I am not a chef, and therefore I also do not cut my vegetables like a chef. I cut my vegetables like a person who learned how to use a knife later on in life. So please don't come for me for how I'm chopping my vegetables. They got chopped. They look good. They fit in the soup. It's going to be delicious. So check it out. Thank you. Bye-bye. Here are the ingredients I used. 1 white onion, 3 cloves of garlic, 1 whole celery stalk, 6 vine tomatoes, 3 yellow squash, 2 green bell peppers, 1/2 bunch of parsley, vegetable broth, and the following seasonings. I did not get footage of myself dicing the onion and garlic. I thought to make the video after that. So here they are, just turning aromatic and getting translucent. And here is a quick shot of me struggling to poke the extra hole in the broth while I'm trying to record. But anyway, for me, when I'm making my soup, I start with the onion and garlic, let it get nice and, flavorful. Then I add the broth over every layer of ingredients that I'm putting in. So they can sit in the broth as long as possible. So here we go, put in the vegetable broth over the onion and the garlic. And now here I've moved on to chopping up my celery. I did use a whole stalk of celery. I had to Google if stalk was the right word because I'm thinking stalks were the individual, but no, it's the whole thing. So I was right. And once I get these chopped up and get them added in, I'll continue to add more broth so that every time an ingredient goes in, it can be in the broth for as long as possible and just start that cooking process. Or at least that's how it works in my mind. I'm not exactly sure. Just a quick shot of the coconut water that I used to sustain me throughout the week. I didn't start drinking it until the evenings. Like I said, I do intermittent fasting, but I got this from Trader Joe's and it hit the spot for each day. And funny, I did not know that my camera took this picture of me, but here I am finishing off my last coconut water for the week. All right, so adding in more broth onto our freshly chopped celery. I love the taste of celery and the smell of it, and so I put a lot because I like for my soup to have that flavor. Tomato time! I'm just dicing the best way I know how. Dicing them up and making everything into little bite-sized pieces. And just quick shots because I was struggling to try to pour them in and record. And onto the squash. I like cutting squash. I like the texture of it. It's just a smooth cut. They are a bit sticky though. And in we go. See what I mean? It's like a layering process. Like I start with the onion and garlic and then whatever other ingredients, but in between it's almost like I'm layering up a sandwich, and in between is the broth. And we're on to the bell peppers. For these, I cut the top and then pull out the top the best I can and cut off the little soft white pieces of whatever that is. So I really just am looking for the green. Do you guys cut that white stuff off? Let me know in the comments. I noticed at the top of these two, they have so many beautiful seeds. So I just couldn't find it in myself to throw them away. So I had already decided by this point, once I was done dicing, that I was going to save those seeds too. So here I am, just harvesting them the best I can. Let me not speak negative. I have hopes to be good at gardening in the near future at some point. And look how many seeds that is. Each one of those could produce who knows how many actual peppers. So how could I throw those in the trash? So I'm saving those, put them away in a bag, which I later labeled green bell pepper. And when the time is right, we'll see what happens. Time for the parsley. This was a quick chop. And in we go. So I didn't stir in or pour in anything else until after the seasonings were done. This here is turmeric. Color and depth of flavor. Cumin. This is coriander, I'm pretty sure. Nope, it was cumin. Black pepper. Hopefully that was right. I named it correctly. My aunt told me that black pepper activates the anti-inflammatory power in the turmeric, so that will be a wonderful benefit of this soup as well. I also chose not low carb vegetables. That I just wanted to be as healthy for me as possible. And of course the salt. I didn't mention about the sage. Oh my gosh. Once I started using sage and I realized like I can't recognize its actual taste. All I know is it creates deliciousness in my soups. And here we go, stirring everything around. This was the moment where it all began to sing because all the seasonings were on top. But once they got into that hot broth, it just started to smell so good and become so aromatic and delicious smelling. I know it's going to be so good. I haven't tried it yet, but it will soon be in my mouth. And here's just a quick shot of the bag that I used to throw away my food scraps. Smells really good. I'm starting out with the broth because this will be the first actual substance besides the coconut water or the tea with honey that I've had since Sunday night last week. Not yesterday, but last week. So I'm gonna take it slow, give my digestive system a chance to receive it and tell me what it thinks so I don't put myself in pain. All right, here we go. My first taste. I'm breaking my fast officially. Abba Yahuwah, thank you so much for sustaining me through this week. Thank you for upholding me with your righteous right hand. Thank you for answering my prayers. Thank you for hearing my supplications. Thank you that my cry goes to you, even into your ears, and that you answer, that you beckon to our call. I love you, Abba. Thank you so much. And thank you for protecting my stomach and all of my systems. In Yahushua's name. So be it. All right, here we go. This is my first time tasting it too, so I don't know if it needs more or less of anything. That is so good. I could have let it heat up just a little bit more because I want it like hot, but that's okay. It is good. It has so much of the celery flavor, which is really what I wanted because celery is salty anyway, and I like salty stuff. But the seasonings are so good. I don't know what I taste, but I know that the sage always elevates the soup. It just gives it such a, like maybe the soup would have been like kind of empty, but it like fills it up and fills the void and makes it so much more, just have so much more depth. It is so yummy. I can't wait to eat it with the vegetables. Now I got something to eat all week. That is good. It almost tastes like it has carrots in it, but no. It's also now, as you can see, very much affected by the turmeric, so it's got the yellow color to it. Yes, I'm enjoying it very much. I'll follow up when I can actually, how it worked in my stomach and when I actually eat it with the vegetables and how that goes. Well, shalom, and it is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful morning. So, I just wanted to check in finally for this last video about breaking my fast. But I first want to say just praise Yah for this beautiful morning. It is so beautiful out here. So cool. And it's like 60 something degrees on July 2nd in North Carolina, if anybody can believe that. So, how awesome. How great and mighty. How wonderful. How merciful is Yah. So, anyway, I ate my soup last night. Y'all saw me eat the broth, which was yummy. I heated it up some more, and I did go ahead after maybe an hour-ish and went ahead and had a small bowl with the vegetables in it because I gave my stomach a chance to receive it and respond to me, and everything seemed fine. That's what I can just encourage, is like listen to your digestive system, because if you just eat and don't listen to it, you might hurt it. So I waited, and then I ate a small bowl with the soup with the vegetables in it, and it was yummy. And I waited and realized that, okay, I'm okay. So I put some substance, like actual chewed food, back into my stomach, and it was okay. It didn't hurt. And so now I know I can slowly continue to move forward with that. So that's what I'm going to be eating today. I think I'm going to make some Parmesan cheese crackers, because I want some crackers to go with my soup, but I don't want carbs. So I think I'm going to do that maybe. But yeah, I just wanted to conclude this on this gorgeous morning, just praising Yah, praising the Most High for everything that He has done and for the way He has sustained me. And I'm glad I was able to share it with you. So I hope y'all have a wonderful day, week, month, whenever you see this. I hope it is edifying and helpful to you. Love y'all. Bye.